Okay, go ahead. Yay!
Howdy, everyone. It is now Tuesday, February 25th at around 8:50 p.m. So close to my bedtime, I'll probably be preparing for bed soon. Wanted to leave this message more for my students, of course, but I guess it could apply for anybody who feels like they need to hear it, because I'll be going on a short hiatus for a week, and then I'll come back with some big news discussing the next adventure. But today's lesson, and I actually have to shout out my mentor because he had always said this to me, and now at the age of 34 years old, it's finally starting to sink in. He said, no one is paying attention to you as much as you think they are. Like, everyone has so much going on in their own lives, and there's so much happening that most people aren't really thinking and worrying about you the way that you think that they are. I say that to say this. Today, I just came back from my first swimming class. Again, I'm 34 years old, and I had always wanted to take swimming classes. I've always been like afraid of water, and since I'm always telling the kids, go out there, embrace your fear, take the risk, make sure you're in a safe, healthy space, but take the risk. I was like, okay, now I need to start, living up to that. Because there's nothing worse than somebody who teaches something, who preaches something but doesn't live it. So that's always been frustrating. So I always tell the kids that I'll never tell you to do something and I'm not doing. So since I'm always saying go out there and take a risk, and now I'm doing that as well. So I go out there, and Ann and I take this class at the YMCA, and it was so incredible. Again, the importance of having warm, happy, welcoming spaces where everybody is there to learn. It was just great. It's an adult swimming class, but I think it would have even been chill even if I was there with like kids, because the instructors just made me feel super comfortable with like knowing very little. And I left feeling, and this is my students, we're reading The Crucible right now, and one of the lessons we'll be discussing is how we kind of put barriers in front of ourselves because we keep thinking about what everybody else is thinking. So in The Crucible, that's one of the major lessons. You notice that people create their own prisons, unfortunately, based on the expectations of other people. And so what I'm trying to do now at 34, which I'm hoping that I can teach you before you turn 34, is that number one, nobody's really thinking about you as much as you think that they are. Everybody in my swim class was just worried about bettering themselves as swimmers. They really weren't concerned with what I was doing. The teacher made the space feel so safe and welcoming and warm that I felt so comfortable making so many mistakes. And at the end of the day, it's always worth it to take the risk. I feel like I should have done this years ago. I really wish I had taken the opportunity years ago, but I had created a prison based on what I believed were the expectations of other people, when in reality, no one really cared. So I'm hoping. So again, to my students, go out there, take the risk. If you do terribly, whatever, you'll live from it. Make sure it's a safe, healthy risk. Obviously, I keep stressing that. And at the end of the day, no one really cares. And also, the people who care or tease you or make fun of your rejection, number one, those aren't people that you should be around anyway. Those are very small-minded people. And secondly, I only have respect for people who actually step in the arena and who will go out there and take the risk and try it out. And if they fail, then I can have respect and honor for that. But if you're in the sideline, if you're on the bench and you're talking, your opinion doesn't really count. So that's the lesson for today. I'll wrap it up here because I'm hoping to edit this, post it tonight, and then start getting everything ready for my hiatus. Bye.